What do you get when you leave someone who has no knowledge of sampling out in a bus stop on a rainy day with just a phone to record some sounds and then mess with the recordings with no idea of what the final result is gonna be? You get Rain Choir. Hey, how's it going? My name is Soroosh and I make music, and I've never done a video like this. But today I'm doing this video because I've made my first sample library and I want to show you how I did it and how you can get it for free and use it in whatever kind of project you want. How about that? So yeah, let's get into it. So here is Rain Choir. I'll just play it so you can hear how it sounds out of the box. Cool. So as you can see, it's nice and big ambient sound. It has some reverb, but you can add more if you want. Let's just crank the reverb. Yeah, that's a stupid amount of reverb there. Yeah, I like that better. You can dial in, ADSR, so your envelope, attack, decay, sustain, release. Let's try a longer attack. Cool, and you can also do like a long release. So if you let go, it takes a while for the sound to die out. There's that decay or release. Let's turn the sustain down. Let's see if we can get some percussive sounds here. Actually, maybe the decay is too much. Let's turn down the decay. There we go. And you can turn on velocity tracking. So if you play soft, you get quiet notes. I'm barely touching the keyboard right now. You can hit it hard and then you get loud notes. So you can do stuff like that. If you prefer controlling it with faders, you can do that. Tone is mapped to the mod wheel, and expression or just volume is on CC11. So you can do things like swells and fade outs. You can do filter sweeps and there's also this polyphonic and monophonic mode. Default is polyphonic. You can also switch it to monophonic, so you can play single notes now. You can get some arpeggios going. And you noticed there's a glide control that just appeared. You can turn that up a bit. You can get portamento. It's kind of fun. And let's turn it up all the way. Let's get some ridiculous portamento. Oh yeah. Let's just turn it almost all the way down, and you can do stuff like, maybe that's a bit too short. There we go. So that's fun. Now let's check out how I made this library. Right, so this is the original sound I started with. It's just ambience. It's the sound of traffic in the rain at this bus stop. And I just like recording sounds in general. Sometimes I use them, sometimes they collect dust on my hard drive. But one time I was going through YouTube and I found this video by Venus Theory where he shows how you can get a note out of any sound. And that blew my mind. I was like, I have to do that. So the idea is basically using an EQ. That's all you need. So you select the frequency. Let's take A4 or 440 hertz. And you create a narrow frequency band in your EQ. And you just boost it. That's all you do. And I'll just put it at 0. I'll play the sound. And as it's playing, I'll boost the frequency and you see what's happening. So you start hearing that A4 note, which is really cool. Let's just take out the low end and high end so it's a bit more clear. Just a low pass and high pass. There we go. Now it's sounding more like that note. And we can add harmonics to it. It's a bit more clearer that way. So that's the idea here. So I've done that. And instead of A4, I used D3, which the frequency of that is around 147 hertz. And yeah, let's check out how that sounds. It's a lower note than A4, so it has a deeper tone. So that's really it. And then from there you can do more sound design. That's what I did. I did like compression, more EQ, reverbs, formant shifting, all kinds of stuff. And after all that, we get this. That's not too bad. And that's the sample that plays when you hit any note in Rainchoir. It's just pitched. Then I had to do the scripting, and I had never done anything like this, but it wasn't too bad. I followed the Decent Sampler document on how to make libraries. So yeah, I was able to do that, and it looks something like this as you saw. Now let's check out how it sounds in this demo track that I wrote for the library. It's called Northern Lights, and I'll put a link to it in the description so you can listen to the whole track. But yeah, let's just listen to this. So it starts with just Rainchoir. So we've got a bit of attack. We've got a little bit of decay time and some release. And also a good amount of reverb, like halfway. And you can see I'm controlling the tone and expression, so it's more expressive that way. And there's strings here that I've added just to support Rainchoir. And that's something I found. Rainchoir sounds really nice with strings because it's a deep sound, and strings have like that bright top end that sounds nice. I also added like a piano and this mellotron flute that I thought sounded cool. There's a bit more of that piano, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, there's this Celesta that also comes in. And that's kind of doubling the melody. There is this second instance of Rainchoir that also doubles the melody. So let's listen to that. This one is a bit more percussive, way less attack and decay time. And you can see I'm using it with velocity tracking on and less reverb. Another thing I did to this is add phaser. And this phaser kind of gives it like a interesting sound. Like without the phaser, it sounds like this. And then we turn on the phaser. kind of bounces between left and right and has like some whooshing sound. It's kind of cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's just listen to the climax at the end here. Cool. Now let's look at how you can download Rainchoir and use it. So you go to pianobook.co.uk and you find Rainchoir there. I'll just leave a link in the description so you can find it there. And just make an account. It's required for downloading anything, but it's free. So that's good. So create your account and you can just download it there. There's a couple more demos. My friend Zagan Black also made one, which is awesome. Check that one out as well. Future Soroosh here. A couple things I forgot to say. You need something called Decent Sampler to run Rainchoir. It's a free plugin that you can get from decentsamples.com. And I might make a contact version soon if I can figure it out. And one last thing. There is some issues with Pianobook right now, like making an account and, you know, updating libraries and stuff like that. So I have instead made a page on Gumroad. So if Pianobook doesn't work, you can go to Gumroad and download Rainchoir from there. And if the issues with Pianobook continue, I'll just upload the rest of my stuff on Gumroad as well. I wanted to say a huge thank you to my friend and composer Marco Ionello as well. He helped me a lot with the scripting, and he also tested the library before release just to make sure there's no bugs or anything like that. So huge thanks to him. And yeah, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you end up making anything with Rainchoir, please share it with me. I would love to see it. That's all from me. I'll see you soon.